Hello and welcome back to Wembley Stadium. This is Lansdowne, the voice of the fans. And yes, it's finished. Come on, Mr. Positivity. It's finished. England 5 if only. The Republic of Ireland 0. After a very encouraging first half, we're going to talk about that in a second. A complete and utter collapse. What was it? Hold on, we're going to put the scores up here. It was ridiculous at one stage. It's like 3 goals in 3 minutes or 5 minutes. Anyway, so the Republic of Ireland 5-0. Unbelievable. Still trying to process it. What does it mean? Well, it means that we're still in a playoff in March. No escaping that. And England have won the group. That's the wrong picture put up. Take my word for it. I don't care anymore. They've won the group. Connor, what do you make of that?
I don't know. I just don't know. I'm so happy with the first half.
It's a group table there. Sorry.
It was the first half was. The first half was exceptional. Couldn't have asked for any more from the players, from how Heimer had set the team up. But then it's just such a letdown when you get 2 minutes of the second half and Ferguson gives away a ridiculous ball and doesn't even try to attempt to give it up.
I just want to talk about that because I don't know if it's actually on the camera. But basically, we saw it here. Ferguson, he tried the ball, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Makes a mess of it. Kind of has it, has a go, throws a little bit of a fit. The English lads keep it in. Boom, go in, penalty. Now, I'm not going to have too much of a go at Evan Ferguson because he's a young lad, but he needs to learn from that. That needs to be pointed out to him. Said, look, you can't do that. You got to be switched on all the time. You're playing England. You're playing England. And say what you want. These guys
gave Harry Kane half a chance and he produced a moment of magic. It was a moment of magic. The ball was unbelievable, but against England, you can't give him that time on the ball because of not trying to get it. And Scales got the. I feel like as we're biased Ireland that we don't think that's a second yellow, but. The yellow he got in the first half was ridiculous, trying to throw the ball back to the halfway line to waste time. Was there any need to do it, really? Because England was in England's box, the free kick was. So it's just frustrating. It's very frustrating.
We'll get to the negatives because there's lots of those. Let's talk about the positives. First half, 11v11. We were very good. Set up very well. England looked very blunt, a little bit frustrated, and we were actually creeping into it. Should have had a penalty. Let's call for this. Referee was fucking appalling.
Disgrace. It was
appalling tonight. Pardon the language to the new any new listeners, but this is what we do. We're straight talking. It was absolutely shocking. Definite penalty. Second one, not too sure about. Would it be a different game? I don't know. I still argue.
Well, it would, if you score a goal, we'll go 1-0 up. It's a different game.
Maybe they'd wake up and we could be 3-1 down. You don't know.
It's still a hope. Like you go 1-0 up away against England, you just don't know. And it's just so frustrating when a referee makes that terrible mistake. Like, what is the point of VAR if they don't even look at it? They just
apparently they did. Apparently they turned around and said, "Yeah, that's fine."
What did they do? They look at one angle and then that's it.
Probably looked over at Jude Bellingham. No, Jude, no. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
Jude Bellingham. He won a penalty. He got assist tonight, but he was fucking shit. Can't stand him. He was useless. What does he do? He just runs around. That's all he does. Doesn't try and play
gets assists, wins penalties,
and then just shouts at the referee.
Yeah,
wins his Cantona with the collar
wins Champions Leagues. He's a dreadful player. He's an awful player, Jude Bellingham. Nah, look, we go in half time. We're buoyant. We're thinking this is lovely. We're doing all right here. Keep this up. You're expecting an onslaught. You expect an onslaught in the first half, 15 minutes. Keep it tight. Make yourselves difficult to break down. You got Gallagher behind you. You've always got a good chance. Thinking fantastic. Half time, should have had a penalty, no doubt about it. Fucking Stonewall penalty. That's not even up for debate. And we're thinking, lovely. And I said it to you, didn't I? Just got to hold firm for another 15 minutes. We're going to have the same again. Just hold firm. Keep doing what you're doing. The pressure's on them. They're at home. We're playing really well. I don't want to blame the whole thing on Evan. He's a young lad, and that's not fair. But that happens. We get a penalty, and they get a penalty, they score, and you're thinking, Christ, maybe we could do something to alleviate the pressure. Should Finn Azaz come on? Is he going to stem the flow? But you want to get somebody who can put a foot on the ball, calm it down, pack the midfield and think, okay, damage limitation. Yeah. And we just fall apart. And I mean, as encouraging as the first half was, Connor, the manager will be looking at the second half thinking, Jesus Christ, like
you can't put any of that in the manager. The team's set up perfectly. Like,
yeah.
It's just so frustrating when you look back at that first half. Manager, the team set up perfectly. His goal was trying to hit them on the counter. We had a clear penalty denied, which was on the counter. It's just so frustrating. It's just hard to take the way the manner and the way we just fell apart was not. It's just not acceptable to fall apart.
It's not acceptable. This is one of the lowest nights I've experienced since Nicosia. I know you weren't even born, were you, when Nicosia in 2006? No, this is really bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. Let's be realistic. Like we're still a young side. That is a quality outfit out there. You know, back-to-back Euro finals. You know, really good team, and you know, yeah, you give them a chance and do what they can. You know, it was a bit like Dublin, wasn't it? We were awful in Dublin after we collapsed again. In Dublin, we collapsed the first time in Dublin, and you think, Christ, this could be 5 or 6.
Yeah,
and you know, it's one of those you go, if it wasn't for the goalkeeper, it would have been 5 or 6. It was 5 or 6. It happened. It's one of those things. You think, Christ, it could have. It happened today. It was disaster. I mean, we were 3-0 down with half an hour to go, and you're thinking, Jesus.
But it's not acceptable to fall like that, and
that's not acceptable.
Halkinson probably should have, after this, even a second one, should have looked to make a change straight away to Highqueet, because at that stage the game's gone 2-0, even 1-0 with 10 men, the game's gone. It's like, how can you somewhat shop like the midfield? Like you can't keep up with 10 men, and you've Cullen Malumbi, who Cullen just passes sidewards. Malumbi doesn't try and pass the ball; he just tries to run. Like we've seen when Andy Moran came on, how much better he is compared to the rest of the Irish players. It's just a simple things. Gets the ball in the half turn, looks to make things happen. It's just simple football. Bravery, picking the ball up. Malumbi gets the ball. There was a time in the second half, Azaz was standing in the middle of the pitch. Instead of making a simple ball across the pitch, he just gets the ball, kicks it, and runs. Like what are we achieving by constantly just persistent with? I know we don't have, so we can say we don't have the players, but we have a couple of players, Azaz and Moran, who actually want to play football. I know when you go away and you play against England, you have to play a bit more negative. But you play your best footballers and you try and build around it.
No, it's true, but you have to understand. I mean, like, it's all well and good doing that when, you know, you're 5-0 down and the home team are just foot off the pedal. Like, you know, would they be doing that with England?
But the thing is, Andy, we all know, if people who've seen Andy Moore know what he's like, know what that is his game, and he's not going to shy away from picking up the ball in that turn. That's how he plays football, and he's shown when he came on about it's just positivity when he's on the ball. Like these type of players, when you're taught like Andy Moore is taught to play football, and the way he just naturally just comes to him, he will always be like that. Malumbi and Cullen will just be the same, and Malumbi's just a head down and gets stuck in. Yeah, the first half done well, but when the second half opened up like he did, he was just like a headless chicken in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, we only got one shot on goal, Ryan Manning in the second half, and it was like a sarcastic cheer from the crowd.
Did Troy Power touch the ball when he came on? I know you can't really blame a striker with 10 men.
No.
Yeah. It's the fact he didn't touch the ball. It's just
very
sad.
It's very difficult though. Like, you know, you're coming. You know, I kind of said to you, sort of like, you know, a bit jokingly, like, you know, he's coming on there, 3-0 down. Come on, turn it. You know, it's up to you, son.
Yeah,
make a name for yourself. You know, you're 4-0 now. Come on, 15 minutes. No, it's very disappointing. Lee Carsley, we were looking at him there, and do you reckon he did a Mourinho when he got the result against Chelsea and he ran into the stand to start celebrating? Do you remember he did that, like, when he went to Milan? He probably did a bit of that. I am annoyed. Like, look, I'm trying to think about it clearly, and look, we will be live tomorrow night. We will sift through this, whatever this is, and we will be live tomorrow night, and we will be, you know, we will be doing a post, like a review of the whole thing. Maybe clear heads will prevail a little bit, but I think a result like that is embarrassing.
It is. It's unacceptable to fall apart like that. Like, it's just so hard because the players were so good in the first. I know you say we didn't have any chances, but you could see what the players are trying to do, and you couldn't have asked for much more in the first half. And it's just the second half. Once you it's just when Scales give away that stupid yellow in the first half, and then the penalty in the second half. Like, it's just gutting.
It was like, you look at the first half, Festy, something we haven't had for years, an outball. Probably haven't had one since Shane Long. Correct me on that. Please feel free to correct me on that one. Probably, you know.
Ben is a bit like that.
Benny. Sorry, fair enough. Festi, great out ball. You know, he ran the length of the pitch and he was running and running and running. Schmodic looked a bit worrying over there because we put the post up and, you know, he went down and Collins is like pointing because, you know, he's obviously looking at him going, you know, ref, stop the play. And he's like, oh shit. And the crowd went silent. St. John's ambulance wait, they were ready with the stretcher and you're thinking, Christ, here we go. And then all of a sudden you get up and you think, all right, fair enough. I think we're up for this. Here we go. I thought Mark McGuinness was excellent in the first half. He was superb. What a debut for him. You're thinking this is really good, and you don't have to have many chances.
No.
You're just soaking up everything that's thrown at you. You know, and you're thinking, yeah, and they'll get frustrated. The home fans will get on the back.
The home fans have to say they're the worst home fans I've ever seen in my life. Don't care what anyone says. English fans are a disgrace. I've never seen worse fans in my life.
No. Just to clarify, you don't mean like that. Because, you know, there'd be a lot of people watching this in America and all that. No, it wasn't like about abuse or anything like that. It was just they were very quiet.
They're just useless. They're just shit. They're shit fans. But it's just because the players are frustrated. You seen Bellingham get a yellow card for going giving out to the ref. Him and Madueke got yellow at the same time. Keane for what he done to Malumbi, he was fuming. Like we were on top of them in terms of mentality in their head, but in our heads we were winning, and then just that one moment in the second half. Like, God, what would have happened if that one moment didn't happen? You don't never know. They probably, and if you had to put money on it, you would have said England were going to go on and win anyway. But it was just the way we fell apart. It's just
fall apart. Like you come here and you lose 2-0 and you go, you know what, lads? Like we're still in progress. But although we should say we're in progress. I mean, how long you know? Like this is what I was talking about the other night. Right, we were talking about Finland, and I said no, I haven't seen anything to see we're on a bit of a run. You know, like you get excited and you get distraught. Like we're distraught now. This is what distraught looks like, and you get a bit carried away. And I was saying to yourself, Amar, and I turned around and said, look, I don't see any sort of run coming here. We get a lucky win against Finland, and you need that luck sometimes. And you think, here we go. Maybe we'll get something. I said to you, if we get a good result here, we get a draw here, we're on a run. Like we're building something, and we were building something, and then it just gets demolished.
The only positive I take from tonight is Andy Moore when he came on. He's just so much better than everyone else. So I don't care what anyone says. He's the best player we've produced in a long time off pure talent. He has to play no matter what. It's just his footballing level is so much better than the rest of Irish players. It's just so frustrating. It's constantly like I've stuck up for these players so much, but it's just when you see a player come on who's just so much better technically, you just think put him in the team and you build around him.
I mean, he will be about like the next group of games in March.
He's been playing every single minute, every single game for Stoke, and has been fan favourite. They're all raving about him. Malumbi's not starting at the moment for West Brom. It's like, I know you're playing England away. You'd always said start Malumbi, but it's just.
Well, no, I thought, to be fair now to Malumbi,
he did all right.
They're all very good in the first half. Like, let's be honest, they're all very good. And listen, I know what you're saying, and I get it. But I understand why you play Malumbi in the game.
Yeah, I do understand. I understand. Like, but it's
like he was winding him up. Like, do you remember when he went down and he actually got a yellow card? Which I don't know what he got a yellow card for. Harry Kane picked him up and he went down. And he was smiling.
Yeah, I think it was the thing is it was obvious that he was roughing up Kane. That is why he's probably the reaction came. But
yeah, so listen, I get why Malumbi's on. But as I said, maybe the referee, maybe the manager, you probably do it next time. You think, all right, we're 1-0 down. We're down to 10 men. It can happen. I was thinking, well, we did against the Dutch in 2001. No, it just didn't happen here. By the way, thank you for see all the viewers coming in, and thank you so much. We got people from Vancouver and Florida and everything all over the world watching. We're going to get your comments very shortly. Thank you for the support.
But I have to say, I was a lot more devastated after the home game. That's all I have to say. That home game killed me. That was
because this is a fucking picnic, this, isn't it?
No, because the first game, they just how the game unfolded, like the first game.
I'll tell you what, the only good thing for me is that I don't have to get a plane in the morning. I'll get a tube home tonight.
Yeah. You're English, that's why.
I don't live in an occupied country, mate. Or maybe I do, I don't know. Right. Have you got anything more to say? Should we get to the comments? Should we see what the Roar Faithful make of it?
Yeah, go on. Go on.
Go on now.
It'll be our fault somehow.
I'll get done for negativity. I said it was a good first half.
No, everyone's negative.
Yeah, I mean, it's very different. At least they're going back to the Claddering. Anyone go back to the Claddering tonight in London?
I don't think so, Dave. I don't think anyone will be on the phone. Who's at the match?
No.
I don't think they will be on the board.
I reckon they're all standing in Wembley Way at the moment, waiting for a thing. But by the way, thank you so much. 1,000 people watching us live here, which is fantastic, and it's going up. So let's see if we can get more viewers. If you haven't, this is your first time watching Lansdowne Roar, you're more than welcome. I'm David Dunn. This is Conor McAvoy, Rep Tracker. If you haven't already, do like the video. Do subscribe to the page, please. Scan the QR code. It's buried under a load of stuff there. Let me just undo that. Scan that QR code, head over to our Facebook, Instagram, and our Twitter account. This is what we do. We go to the games and we suffer, don't we?
Oh, we do.
We do suffer. We suffer for our art. And, just it's the end of the season now. No more football for the end of the year. Oh, until next year. Went all the... Anyway, let's get into it, folks. This is going to be interesting. We might be here a while. T-Lad, useless ref.
Not wrong.
No, he was dreadful.
It's always a thing that the referee was useless, but you can't blame the ref. But you still have to put some sort of blame. You can say 50% of that was players giving up, and then 25% was the ref, and then show 25% whatever you want, us too. But the referee you can't condone a terrible refereeing performance like that. Yeah, no, look, listen, he was dreadful, but he's not the reason why we conceded 5 goals. It's a pity that we're forgetting about how good Festi was in the first half. He was the best player on the pitch in the first half.
Superb,
and it's just so annoying that you just forget about it because of how the second half unfolded.
100%. Adam Kavanagh from Vancouver. How you doing, Adam? Hello from Vancouver, lads. What's the point of VAR when it's not used to assist with these key moments? Exactly. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's just to help the big nations, as always. Anything that can help the big nations.
Someone might have said off air, do you think we're a minnow now?
No.
Stupid thing to say.
We're still Ireland at the end of the day, but we're still the best nation in the world, but it's just we're going through a rough patch.
Yeah. Shame it's only been going on for the last 8 years, but anyway. You don't remember the good times. I do. We were 6th in the world. 6th. Right. Mister. Oh, Mister with a capital MR. Even if that is bitterly disappointing. Welcome, by the way, Mister. It might be your first time. If not, I do apologise. If it is, welcome. Scales ruined it. Most disheartening thing about tonight was the body language when going down to 10 men and the fact that 4 of the goals coming from set pieces. If you got 10 men, you still should do well against set plays. Fuming. I think Mister makes a great point, actually. You're spot on there. And look, referees, first halves, whatever, you go down to 10 men, it happens, right? It does happen. But the heads dropped, Connor.
Yeah.
The heads completely dropped. That's what gets my back up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
100%.
Yeah. No, great point there, Miss. And you're right, and there were set pieces. It's not as if they, it wasn't like bombs away and he started cutting us apart, willy-nilly, going.
It's just, even when we had set pieces in the first half, why is Josh Cullen taking set pieces? Jesus Christ. Rather Callum without Martin would be happy with his first half performance. He actually was brilliant in the first half, but
No. I don't want any. Listen, nobody gets to be happy. Do not give that.
Festi.
Maybe Festi, not Martin. I don't want Martin to be happy. He's on the way back to the Claddagh. Paula Mahoney, absolutely disgusting. That collapse is unforgivable. We're going to be in a smaller World Cup group because of our proxy relegation game. Honestly, might as well write off the next 10 years.
No. But people need to remember, this World Cup group are going to be smaller. Is the 5th team, and them other groups are just teams that are the lowest pots. So it's your Gibraltars, your Faroe Islands, the teams that 90% of oppositions get 6 points against. I don't want to write them off, but it won't probably make much difference to groups in the overall long run. It's just the thing is now we can draw England in our World Cup draw, and I do not want to be back here next year. As much as I like this press box, do not want to be back here next year.
I'll tell you what, Wembley Media Box, eh?
It's class, isn't
it? Don't get me wrong, I love Lansdowne, by the way. Fantastic, always good bit of grub. Get your coffee, you go up. Bit isolated, but lovely view. The Irish Sea over there, but oh my God, and the staff couldn't do enough right. It was lovely.
Yeah.
Really, really, really
nice.
The
only good thing about this stupid country is this press box.
Jesus Christ, got it.
And the airport out of it.
Which one are you flying out of?
Luton.
Yeah, that's a bit wanky, to be fair. Gatwick. Adam Kavanagh. Not saying that we'd hold on if he got Splash scored the first half pen, but it changed the dynamic in the second half. Ref was brutal.
That's true.
Well, look, I agree there. Yeah, I agree, but you have to understand that we'd probably still collapse. You probably still have that ball. They cut us apart. Still get the penalty. We still fall apart.
Yeah.
It's just
we have to move on from a bad decision, and the players probably did move on. They probably didn't know. The players would have known themselves on the pitch how obvious the penalty would have been until the replays were shown, because it was one that we didn't know. Like, we didn't know ourselves that it was a penalty, not until we seen the replays of it. So
yeah, I mean, what's a penalty? I've no issue with that.
It's only when they'll watch it back tonight they'll be like, "How have we not got a penalty?"
That's where you'd like. And I'm not having. I don't want to start picking players out, because it was a collective collapse. Like, I mean, then to go like between Collins. I mean, back post. No one marking the guy in the back post for the second. Then the third one was a calamity between. It wasn't even a calamity. It was one of those things between Cullen and Collins getting in the way. But you'd like to think you go down 10 men. And you think, look, lads, this is shit. This shouldn't have happened. We should have had a penalty robbed. This is football. Let's fucking, let's come together. Let's not concede another one. And I mean, easier said than done. You know what I mean? Of course, easier said than done.
Just frustrating.
Very. Daniel Mullen, that hurts so much. The first 45 minutes was so encouraging. It really was.
That's what makes it worse, I think.
JC16, we should have had a pen on the first half. After that, O'Shea was terrible, kept letting people just ghosting behind him. Cullen never shows for the ball. Moran came on and did more in 20 minutes, just as you said.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you're right there.
He's already your best player.
Yeah, the head's dropped. The head's completely dropped. They were so confident in the first half, and they were creeping into the game. Yeah. They were winning psychological battle. Daniel Brown, can't stand a majority of them players. They just collapsed. 2 wins, 1 lucky, 1 against Finland. Irish national team is shocking. Graham Farrell, the ref was fucking abysmal, but we didn't help ourselves in the second half. Took him 65 minutes to react, and we were 3-0 down. What the fuck did him and O'Shea say at halftime? Bellingham as well. Nothing but a poxy mouth.
He's
how you doing, Graham?
Overrated footballer in the world. He doesn't try to play football.
Just wins Champions Leagues.
All he does is pick up the
ball. And he scores goals.
I like Joe Bellingham because he can play for Ireland. I'd let him play for us. He's sound. Tell him to play for us.
He's bang on. We don't want Jude, and the fact that he can't actually play for us. Look at Sammy for the second goal as well. Give me strength. Yeah, it was just a complete collapse. I do like Sammy. He's a clever little footballer, and I don't mean that to sound.
His ball retention is terrible.
Yeah, he did a couple now in the first half, and we got away with it a little bit. I thought we got away with it, and you think, Christ. But when he went down, and he done his knee, and I thought he really hurt himself. It was excellent. Like, I don't think it was 100% because I think there's one where he was running for the ball and you'd fancy him, and I think he did hurt himself. But
I really like the class though from the English players.
What was
when they're 3-0 up down the 10 men where Conor Gallagher tries to start doing Rabona's then. You weren't doing that when it was 11 on 11 and you were playing absolutely shite. You passion merchant. He's just an English Jason Malumbi. Well done. You scored against 10 men Irish.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah. And your name's Gallagher.
Yeah, well done. He's an Irish citizen, by the way. Shouldn't be allowed to play against his own country.
Atletico. Does he play for Atletico?
Yeah, and he has an Irish passport to play for them.
So is Jude Bellingham.
Yeah, they shouldn't be allowed to play against their own country. It's disgraceful. I hate them. Oh, good. Lovely bunch of people, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, when they want.
Bitter. If you're listening, lads, don't worry. he's just angry. I'll give him a good kicking when we go off
this side of England. The other side of England is sound.
What do you mean by that? We're brilliant in the south. The Irish Aviator, it's always the restart that kills us. Yeah, I was a bit worried about that. I was thinking, right, good half-time. You're thinking, just keep it together. Don't do anything stupid. And that's what we did. Adrian Wyatt, well done, England. Commiseration to Ireland. Yeah, fair. And let's give credit to England. We gave them a chance. We opened the door for them. They smelled blood, and my God, they took it. And that is a class side. They just tore us apart, and we absolutely let them do it. But Baylor, Finnazaz is not suited for these big games. Jesus.
I don't know what you want me to say. You're the one who said you thought you wanted. You spoke more about Finnazaz since games ended.
Baylor, you're trying to get me. You're trying to get him to fucking swing for me.
You spoke more about him than I have.
No. I think you look at a situation like that. Now, maybe I'm being a bit harsh on the manager, but and it's retrospect. It's you're looking back, and
the simple thing is, you just wanted someone to come on the pitch that can actually pass a football and keep hold of it.
Just put your foot in it, slow it down. slow it down. Just calm it down, right, lads? We're down. Just take the sting out of it. They're smelling blood at the moment. They're going to hit us hard and fast, and they did. By the way, they scored 3 goals in 5 minutes, 2 penalty, and 2 shockingly bad goals.
Yeah.
Just calm it down, foot in the ball. Just but we didn't do that. Daniel Brown, 19 shots to Ireland's 1, England 12 corners to Ireland's 0. I mean, you're not laughing at it. You're laughing at the next one, aren't you? Ali, Hamer out, says Ali.
He's talking shite.
Sorry, Ali. Man of the match award should have gone to the ref. Yeah, especially with the first half.
Fessy.
Yeah, Fessy was excellent. Brian Farrell. Scales misses the first leg of the playoffs as well. Also, no shape in the second half. Lazy defending from set pieces too. It's embarrassing. I'm genuinely good at here. Chalk and cheese over both halves. I know you're saying it was lazy and it looked lazy, but I think that was more the heads dropped, confidence went, and we went inside ourselves basically. Yeah. Where like we should be standing chest out, tall. Brilliant support by the Irish fans. Even at the end, I'll share the video later on. I couldn't really. You aren't allowed video anything when the match is on here.
You did it anyway. You're a horrible person, breaking all the rules.
No, the match has finished, by the way. I am Wembley staff alumni. I wouldn't do anything to annoy them besides kick out. But and they went over to the fans. The fans are singing Fields of Athenry and everything. Come on, you boys in green. So great support, and they deserve better, to be honest with you. 3210 hashtag. More than the most technical player we have, the difference in his touch and vision compared to everyone else. Poxy rule, but we have hope. There is. I know it's a low ebb, right? Look, and I'm angry. I'm fucking angry about it, but I don't know. I think there's still a bit of hope. I think.
I think so. I've took so much hope from the first half today. I can see a future. I know people like we were so bad, we fell apart. Yeah, that fell apart, but that first half has given me hope going into the qualifiers. That we can build on something. We are building. People are lie. It's like, oh, it's bleak, but there is something building here. I just
hope that he can find a way to turn around and say, look, first half was great. Second half, holy Jesus.
We just need leaders to step up.
Maybe just what we do. Maybe, I don't know, what would you do if you were a coach? You just turn around and say, look, lads, see the second half. Let's erase that forever and just never, ever do that again.
Just give Andy Moore the keys and say you play, and that's it.
Mark O'Reilly, we were robbed. 5 offside goals.
No, but it is gutting.
The first half, it was gutting. Gavin Clark, game ruined by the ref. Phil Rowe can't say that even if one penalty was given, that second half collapse doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
We don't know that.
Just to hold, as football is a game of momentum, and when you get a goal in football like that, it lifts us, especially the players at the back.
Yeah, but we had the momentum, Conor.
We had it. The way end was unbelievable anyway. And could you imagine how buzzing the way end would have been if we got a goal there? The whole thing would have been. I know we probably would have lost the game in the end 2-1 or something, but I still think we would have came away with a performance being like we were proud of what happened tonight. That they might they got a moment of class with Harry Kane in the last couple of minutes, but I do think if we went 1-0 up, the game would have been. We probably still would have lost, but there would be still a lot more positivity coming from tonight.
Maybe so. Robert Jackson, I saw nothing but stuff to be positive about until the referee ruined the game. On to the relegation playoff, where we hopefully don't have a dozen injured players again. Kevin O, silly first yellow by Scales. What was it? He just got
through the ball. The ball was in the air and he slapped it away.
Shane Brown, Fessy looks an absolute star for the future. Yes, Shane. That was the only highlight of this day. Thought O'Shea was really, really poor today. I said really poor. I added the extra really. Paul Brown, how in the name of fuck did we not have a penalty? But Nathan Collins is an absolute mess. He's a good goal-making machine for the opposition. Do you think it's a bit harsh?
Well, it's harsh.
Bloody pay attention, you teenagers on your phones.
No, it was...
Collins is an absolute mess. Goal-making machine. No. Go on, what was it? What did she say?
He was a bit shit tonight, but he should... But he's been brilliant this season in the Premier League, is all I have to say. And I don't know how he got man of the match. That's embarrassing. Wasn't it Ray Houghton giving man of the match?
The other night.
tonight.
I don't know.
He was probably calling England we again. I don't know who he was we tonight. Probably England. But Festi was obviously our man of the match.
Wow,
It was
Jesus.
just gotta give it.
Connor, you're swinging at everybody.
Or maybe
Everyone's
I
getting
would have given it to Troy Parrott, actually. Give it the ball away 0 times. Whether he touched it more than 0 times is another thing, but 0%, 100% ball given away rate, whatever it is called.
Fair enough. Nick Morrow's penalties, definitely. I'm not sure about the second one, Nick.
Which one was the second one?
That was the one with Smodic, where the guy went.
I didn't think that was the one.
First one, absolute stonewaller. Dave McGuinness, how you doing, David? If you go a player down, you're supposed to have a plan for that to be whole. Be it hold out for a draw, protect the lead, or damage limitation. This does ask questions of the manager. Yeah, I think eventually.
No, wants Kenny back now.
Kenny in, David McGuinness. Dave McGuinness, the way they walked through was unacceptable. We made it very, very easy for them to keep adding to the score sheet. I do agree with that. Daniel Mullen, does Connor want to eat the microphone cover?
Sorry, bro. Sorry, just head's gone.
It is gone. Don't worry. We're getting pissed tonight, and he'll miss the plane tomorrow, and then he'll have to stay in England. Dave McGuinness, Collins was absolutely woeful, and I'm not sure he's the right man for the armband. Maybe not. Maybe the question is definitely for another day. I think today is just basically we digest this, we process it, and we look at it like tomorrow. And we have the live window review, which is going to be interesting. Probably about 9 o'clock. Take a look at our socials, and we'll let you know what time that's going to be. Adam T. Players just waved the white flag after Scales' red card. Yes. Should have stuck to the plan, but instead roll out the red carpet for them to score to their heart's content. I do agree. Dave McGuinness acquitted himself well under circumstances. Any relation, David? Just saying.
Nah, he was very good.
He was excellent in the first half, actually. He looked very composed. He looked really like he belonged there. And, you know, you don't expect a guy making his debut, you don't expect him to sort of like
be one of the better players, to
sort that out, you know. Dave Walsh, it was grim, but for a 5-0 loss, there is some positives to take from the first half. Anyways, as much as it hurts, we need to scratch, it off and move forward. Nick Festi, very good. Stopped caring about result after that ridiculous decision first half. Knew we get nothing after that. Need some fucking defensive midfielders though.
It's not even I don't even think it's like a defensive midfielder. It's just midfielders who can get on the ball and look to play on the half turn and make things happen. Like I don't want to harp on about Andy Moore, but he was only when he came on, he was getting to put the ball in half turn and play it forward, not take the ball off Collins and just pass it straight back to him the whole time. There's no bravery in that Irish midfield. It's just a lack of really talent, really. But it's just frustrating.
Yeah. You've got you've got a fan there.
Who's this?
No, a mate of mine says you're on fire.
Oh, thank you.
Craig Farrell again. Collins and Cullen for the second goal. Well, I won't read it out, but you can see it there.
You've said worse things and you won't say Muppet.
Wow, Connor, I am okay. Craig Farrell says Collins and Cullen for the 2 goals, 2 Muppets. Irish Aviator, how many are suspended for a playoff now? We'll be missing at least Scales and Malumbi after tonight.
Just them?
Yeah, Knight comes back in.
Yeah,
Knight comes back in. I mean, Scales Malumbi missing. I don't really know if that's.
Oh no!
Hello.
Oh no!
What's her name? Sorry, a very fetching.
Can she play centre mid?
Sorry, we got ITV on here in the press box, and we got the weather girl. Holy Jesus! What's her name? Find it out for me, Conor. Will you? I'll handle it.
She'll play centre mid for us.
Yeah. Dave McGuinness, I thought O'Shea put in a shift, but good Lord, Collins is muck. He's had a very, very poor campaign. I thought he was good against Finland. He made a couple of great last-ditch blocks. Dave McGuinness, Malumbi worked hard.
That's a given with Malumbi. First half, he actually done well. I don't even think he played that badly. It's just a frustration with me when you see Andy Moore on and you just see the levels just increase so much.
Yeah. No, yeah, like technical ability, but you do need it. There's always space for Malumbi in a team. You put him against you put him against a ball playing. He's a destroyer. You put him against a ball playing centre mid.
Heimer Hallgrimsson, some honest words. We lost our heads. Maybe gave up. Excuses when you lose 5-0 is kind of pathetic. It's embarrassing to lose 5-0. I have to say it. He's spot on. That's one thing you have to respect about him is complete honesty when he speaks.
Yeah. And look, say what you want about Heimer. I'll give him credit. Like it does look like he's a very diligent coach. Okay, it might sound ridiculous. We've lost 5-0, but you look at the first half and you think, okay, you see improvements there. You see a game plan. You see shape. You say, who the fuck is that down there?
It's Lee Carsley's family. That's his son. That's his son follows Rep Tracker.
Really?
Yeah, Callum Carsley.
Jesus, what's that in your foot there? Is that another name that you dropped? Is it? Fucking hell. This lad. You want to say, oh yeah, you want to hear him like, such and such follows Rep Tracker. Who else? Whose dad follows Rep Tracker? Go on.
Jude Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham's dad follows Rep Tracker.
You can tell Job to play for us, will you?
Yeah. Is that Lee or is that just a bloke with a bald head?
There's Clinton going down to Lee, is it?
Is it? Oh yeah. Yeah. Did Clinton come near? Did he walk past us, Clinton?
No, he went down that way.
Yeah, he probably thought we'd try to get him on the. That is Lee Carsey, isn't it?
Yeah, it's his family, I think. Trader.
Yeah. Ronan Tilley, Roy Keane, future son-in-law score for England. Saipan's a distant memory to that break. Now he's part of the England fold. If you want to hear more about Saipan, actually, we had a great chat about Saipan last couple of nights, actually. We will have an audio of Friday night, by the way. That's going to be something else. Baylor, still prefer getting battered 5-0 with Hamer than Kenny in charge. The Tube says Greg. Yes, the Tube, Graham. I don't want. I'm just glad I'll be sleeping on my own bed tonight. Gavin Clark, how did Kane not get sent off for throwing Malumbi to the ground? That's what I have now. That's when you know, right? Whatever about the penalty decision, that should have been the penalty decision, right? That we should have got. Yeah. When their player picks up your player, right, and your player is doing nothing. He's like, he's not resisting or whatever. And you get a yellow card.
Yeah,
that's when you know. That is really when you know when the referee shows his true colours.
Yeah, I didn't even think it was more the thing of the Keane not getting sent off. I thought it was more the fact that Malumbi got a yellow as well.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah. That's how you know. That's how you know you're in trouble. Sebastian Elton, fuck me, running, what a disaster. Back to the wrestling until the World Cup qualifiers start. I fancy a wrestling Facebook page. No, I'm just joking. Pádraig Lehan.
Just read his message.
Jesus, Connor.
No, I'm being serious. Not to do with the name, it's just what he said.
How did Fessy start? He shouldn't even be part of the squad. Shambles. He was our best player in the first half.
I prefer not to speak.
Sorry,
speak, I'm in big trouble.
Sorry, Pádraig. Graham Farrell, wonder will the FA get fined for booing our anthem? I won't hold my breath. They will.
They will, and so will we.
And we will. I tell you what, like, I don't know what it came across on the telly, but yeah, Iran if he was booed. Actually, what happened was you wouldn't have seen. By the way, 1,500 fans watching this. By the way, fantastic support. Thank you. But they set up. They had the armed forces. It was a really cool looking display. Like they had they just had like part of the family in the England crest.
Cringe.
Yeah, he was loving. He was up there saluting. He was.
So cringe.
He were up there saluting. He was off camera, and but they set up in front of the Ireland fans, and he started booing him. And then when Iran V came on, he started booing Iran V. Of course, the Irish fans started booing "God Save the King." I don't mind that. I think that's a bit of crack.
But sure, I don't. But sure, thing is, what they got fined? What, 15 grand the last time, or was it we got 12 grand? What was the?
We'll get more now, won't we?
But then they'll get more as well.
It's a repeat offence. That's a funny thing. We the only time we ever get fined is if we play England or Northern Ireland. It's the only time that we're bloody.
Yeah, I know. They're actually one of the most respectful countries. Like,
yeah, with that, I listen. I don't approve of building a national anthem. I wouldn't be. Maybe I would. I probably wouldn't. But I get it when it's Ireland, England.
Yeah, it's understandable.
And Ireland, Northern Ireland. I get it. It's hopefully it's pantomime and not too, or maybe it is. I don't know. Who's that walking? Is that Troy?
Wyatt. Look what he's wearing.
What is he wearing? Like daisies or pansies on the on the.
No, it's just a full tracksuit. It's just some. You can tell it's some very expensive brand.
Oh yeah, what you know? What are you wearing? Columbia.
Colombia.
Fair enough.
Got it from Colombia myself now.
Archduke 8199. Connor, I wasn't at Wembley tonight, but Lansdowne is hardly a cauldron for Ireland home games. In fairness, you get a much better atmosphere at the League of Ireland derby game.
No, but it's not. But it's better than this shithole. I know, I'm not League of Ireland, but I'm on about Irish fans are better than this fucking shithole. That's all I have to say. His bowl.
Connor won't be coming back to London if we get him in the World Cup qualifiers. Look, the atmosphere at Wembley, the new Wembley,
it's crap. I've been here for other games, and it's crap no matter what. It's just the way the stadium is built. Even their fans are terrible, but the way the stadium is built, it doesn't help with atmosphere at all.
The best atmosphere I ever had here, I was over there level 4 or 5, or was it above me, the TV gantry, and it was Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich. Aaron Robben got the winner in the last minute. It was like 2013
was it the Champions
League final? The
2012, I think it was.
2012. Stadium was bouncing. It was actually bouncing. Oh yeah.
To do with him in Ireland. He'd probably play him left back or something though.
Oh, everyone's getting it tonight off Connor. Aidan, 27 of March 1991 is a distant memory when we played England off the park. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to stop playing those clips before these matches. Jesus. Dave McGuinness, trying to play lovely football is proving futile. We need to get some results, and I'm very sure that this manager has the onions to get something out of this team, but time will tell. I acknowledge we need more time with him, but the World Cup campaign is over after 2 games. Get to Chris Hughton's front lawn and beg. I don't know, because, I mean, you're still going to have the collapse he had, and is it a case that he's learning with the players? He goes, okay, going down to 10 men. Maybe not a good thing to do, lads, when we fall apart like that. What are they doing over there?
Lee Carsley's son.
Oh, he's having a great time, isn't he?
Yeah, he's loving it.
That's
class.
That is class. Sorry, Lee Carsley. Who's he with though?
That's his other son. His 2 sons.
Jeez. Okay, fair enough. That is actually a touching moment. Festi Abaselli, what a player. He was class today, up and down the right-hand side. He was brilliant. Frank Farrell again. Need to get John O'Shea to fuck. He's clearly calling the shots with us. I don't know about that.
I don't think we were set up badly tonight. I thought Heimer set us up well, except the fact there were a couple of players that I don't think should have been playing. Yeah. But in terms of the overall setup, I thought it was all right.
Yeah, no, it was. I thought we were set up very well in the first half. It all fell apart in the second half, and that was just. I think Roy Keane has. Oh,
what's he saying now?
No, he just said something about some law. I can't be fucking arse reading that. Dean Flood, how does a manager start to improve the mentality of this team? Do you know what I think, Dean? Being honest with you, I think he just erased the second half. You say, look, lads, we had a very good first half. It was very good. Second half was a complete anomaly. I'm hearing talking somewhere. It was a complete anomaly, and just forget about it, because I don't even know where you begin to that. With that, Baylor, let's be serious, lads. McGoldrick currently would have had more impact than Ferguson. I mean, I'm going to put it out there.
Yeah.
Ditsy plays tonight. We're winning that 3-0.
100% agree.
We're winning that 3-0, lads. No messing about.
I know Dowd, put him on the bench.
Yeah.
No, Dowd actually done well tonight. I was impressed by Dowd.
They were all terrible in the second.
Oh, first half, yeah.
In first half, they were brilliant. They were very collective. Second half, dreadful. I never really bought into the O'Shea calls the shots argument, but given the disorganisation, I failed to see where the leadership is from the technical area, says Dave McGuinness. I don't know. I just think Heimer's very relaxed and he's very calm, and he's very sorry, I just had a he's very calm, and he's a completely different kettle of fish than any other manager. O'Shea was, when he was interim manager, he was balling out instructions, where Heimer is just very relaxed. I think his idea is to sort of, instead of geeing up the players, he tries to relax the players.
Yeah.
And that clearly didn't work. Well, you can't blame him for that. You can't blame him. But maybe turn around, as I said earlier, 1 or 2 could have done this, he could have done that, a couple of substitutions, but you don't expect to see your team fold.
Yeah.
Fold like that.
It shouldn't have happened like that.
No. Daniel Mullen, you thought we were home with the quietness from the English fans. Yeah, the Irish fans are brilliant. They were brilliant. They obviously went silent when you 3-0 down, because I think we, like us, and like you guys at home, they're trying to process what the hell is going on here.
Yeah.
Dreadful. Adam T. Players panicked after going a goal and a man down. Mentality needs sorting. Have to learn to stick to the plan in spite of such adversity. Frank Farrell, that's exactly my point, man. I think that's agreeing with Adam. Daniel Mullen, I thought we were at home with the low quiet with how quiet the England fans were. Dave McGuinness, it's just me, but did HH have that despairing look in his face that looked like he didn't know what to do?
We didn't see his face, but thing is, what do you know? What are you supposed to do when you go 3-0 down in the space of 10 minutes?
How do you even process that? Yeah, your mind be going, holy. Ryan Moran needs to start so much better than Cullen. He's not the same type of midfielder, though, is he?
He's not number 6, but he's better than him.
Graham Farrell, deer in headlights. John O'Mahony, can you see any of the following players called up in the next year? Aaron Cashin, Gavin Malloy, Luke McNally, and Jimmy Dunn. Jimmy Dunn was already called up, wasn't he?
Possibly. No. Aaron Cashin's probably, but he's just, if you look at, people would say he's probably better centre half than Mark McGuinness, but Mark McGuinness suits this style of play a lot more. He's 6'5", 6'4", 6'5". Yeah. Aaron Cashin's about 5'10". So, but I'd imagine that's why.
Fair. Nick, we're shite, but Festy gives me hope. Joseph Finnegan, absolute garbage. Scales was awful, and with 10 men, Ireland were woeful.
Yep.
Can't argue. Dave McGuinness, where is the fight? Where is the bit of bejesus in these players? One of the reasons why I preferred a manager that has worn a shirt and has currency in managing Ireland. Yeah, I get that. I think there's two ways of looking at that, David. You have a manager maybe like Stephen Kenny or Brian Kerr, you could argue, that the job meant so much to him. Not saying it doesn't mean something to someone like Mick McCarthy, for example. I just want to put it out there. But just
I guess Carsey's coming out.
Carsey coming out now, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that is sweet, actually. No, I'm not even being cynical here.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, Carsley's boy running out to him, giving a big hug. Well, that's it. He's finished now as England manager. They ran him out. They ran him out of the fucking job.
Fair play to him.
And he won, battered Greece, an anomaly at home to Greece, battered Greece away, battered us at home, and they've topped the group. They're now in League A, and they ran him out of the job because he wouldn't sing the fucking anthem.
Fair play to him. He'll be our manager in 10 years' time.
I'd still take him. Is he crying? Or he just got an eyelid?
I don't know. Someone probably headbutted him.
Jesus Christ. Wishful thinking, Connor, is it? Yeah, we're moving on. Shane Brown. And how we can let them take the piss at 2-0 without a bit of aggression from us. Even just someone to lash out in frustration would have been understandable. But fuck it anyway. Well, that's what you think.
Yeah.
Maloney would do. Shane Brown, by the way.
He was already in the yellow, though.
Didn't stop Liam Scales. Just saying. Down to 9, could you imagine? No, I get what you're saying. By the way, Shane Brown, thank you for your support. A great follower and fan of the page and the pod. Joseph Finnegan, Scouts was a shambles, lost his focus. Graham Farrell, lads, what's the betting we get the Nordies in the playoff? Also, Smodic does not want to defend. The switch off for the second goal was poor.
Hold on. I'll check this. Hold on.
I didn't want to. We'll leave Clinton alone. Yeah, so what happens if we get Northern Ireland? Who are you cheering for, Connor? Connor McAvoy, Derby.
It's funny that I'm actually not from Northern Ireland, but you're from England. So who are you supporting?
I actually was born and bred in Dublin, by the way. Born in the Rotunda Hospital with Bono.
I don't think we'll get Northern Ireland, to be honest, because I think we'll end up getting Bulgaria or someone.
I mean mine. It's so depressing supporting us.
Still rather support us than support England.
Do you know? Listen, I've gone to every Ireland game, both seasons now, this season and last season, every Ireland game, and I still love it. And look, it's bad, and I paid for it out of my own pocket, by the way. And our support from fabulous supporters of the page, don't get me wrong, and it's unbelievably appreciated. But listen, this is Ireland. You know, we are Ireland. This is a moment. This is a bad moment. It's a shockingly bad moment, but it will get better. You just got to remember that. It will get better. We had moments like these before. You know, it might take a bit of time, but we'll get there. We'll get
what
there
year was it Germany beat us in the playoff at home 6-1? Not the playoff, the group stage.
That World 2012.
Cup? Was that Euro 2012?
No, it was Euro 2012 qualifier.
And we still qualified for the tournament, so...
No.
We were at Euro 2012.
No, sorry. It was a World Cup 2014 qualifier.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and then we bounced back the next qualification tournament and qualified for the Euros. So
We did.
Football turns fast.
It can happen.
Even you look at the likes of Albania, the likes of them qualifying for the Euros.
Yeah.
I know Georgia have a good side these days, but football turns fast. You just need 1 or 2 superstars, just very good players, to come good.
Michael Connaughton, Jesus Christ, take your microphone off the redhead lad. Which one? We're both fucking redheads. Fiery redhead. Sandra Keogh kind of speaks the truth. He's all of us right now. Thank you very much, Sandra. And he is. We're here. We're feeling it. John Muckin, happy with how he played in the first half. Overall, played better than I thought we would. Troy is not suited to these games. Did nothing when he came on. I didn't get a touch. He's too lightweight. I think he's a lovely footballer, but he needs to bulk up. He needs to become heavier.
Yeah.
Baylor Azaz is a very creative player, but he needs space when he isn't getting against these top teams. Ronan Tilly, questions need to be asked about the Irish Passport Office. Bellingham's probably never been to Ireland and probably not arsed buying a flight ticket. Peter Smith, a vastly inferior team, executed a solid plan in the first half. Liam tipped the scales. With a complete dumbass move and finished it off with that second and pen. Not that complicated, says Peter Smith. There. Dave McGuinness need to regroup and focus on the very limited basics of the game for the playoff. Defending, clearing, stringing more than one pass together. Jim Michelle, we didn't need half-time as they got ragged. Yes. Thought management were at fault. Take off a forward and plug the gas. PS positives were the 2 debuts at Wembley. And we got back that far. Are we going back that far in 20 years? Has Trapp and O'Neill put us back that far? So you're blaming the recession of the players not coming through? I don't know. I mean that's for another day, really, isn't it? But yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, especially O'Neill. You could blame the Rice situation, the Grealish situation. A large proportion of that goes on their shoulders, without a shadow of a doubt. Graham Farrell playing EA24 and they're advertising EA25, and those on me screen, Poxy Jude Bellingham. The frick. Good man, you gotta laugh. Neil Diamond, our midfield needs a real overhaul. Malumbi, headless, and Cullen is too bland and unathletic. Why is he on set plays? Loves it every time. I'm a huge fan of Moran and hoping Lowell gets it's as good as promised. Ryan, hopefully we have a golden generation soon. John Muckin, I saw a green flare in the crowd. I thought you said there wouldn't be any let in.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah, I know, right? That's my fault too. I mean, you always get one, don't you? But I'd be surprised if that guy wasn't done afterwards. Hopefully not. I mean, I don't wish anyone to get done, by the way. Are they all buggering off now, are they? Who's that? Oh, let's move it on. Brandon Walsh, waste of window, not giving more and proper minutes. Exactly what we need in midfield. Carl Amorku? Am I saying it right?
I saw Murhu or something.
Murhu?
Murphy and Irish, I'd imagine.
If I am butchering your name, Carl, I do apologise. Why? Asking Brandon Walsh. Dean Flood, I'm genuinely coping just by thinking of that first half. Dave McGuinness, the hangover from Kenny Ball is worse than first anticipated.
Nothing.
No, Dunphy was absolutely right. Kenny made them used to losing. He never raised his voice in that dressing room once and made them aware of how bad they are and that they were letting the fans down. He got too comfortable delivering these results. HH needs to change the culture. That losing is unacceptable. I don't think you can blame Paddy Kenny. Jesus, I don't think you can blame Stephen Kenny for that now. Come on. Kai Watkins and Matt Doherty not playing after Thursday's performance is questionable. I think we felt that he wasn't going to play in this game.
Yeah.
You feel against Finland, you're going to get more time in the ball. You can play, you can let him go forward a bit more. I think tonight we did actually say, didn't we? We said O'Shea Wood plays the right back. It's going to be all, backs to the wall. Just just clear it. Festy out ball. Dave McGuinness again. Paul Brown was not harsh on Collins. He's been awful.
Who's Paul Brown?
I was comment way back. King Greeley, just over 1,700 fans watching us. Jesus, mad. We are going to wrap up here in the next few minutes, though. We're kind of hanging on a bit because Wembley Way will be absolutely mental in terms of fans. King Greeley, first half manager set us up well. It isn't his fault that the players collapsed as soon as we could see. San Marino wouldn't concede 5 goals in 30 minutes. Probably against this team, they would. Dean Flood, O'Shea's poor performance starting Doherty's redemption arc. That's a proper wrestling angle. Ben.co6. English fans embarrassing weren't singing all game, and then only sang about Ireland when he went a couple of goals up. Yeah, they weren't great, were they? I was expecting a bit more blood and thunder, like, and booing the shit out of the Irish and all. Yeah, I don't mind it. Like it's for me, it's pantomime. It adds to it. Couldn't look rattle and edgy from the off. Festy really impressive. Great first half overall. Referee disgrace. It was 12 versus 10 out there. Downtown 123. Heimer showed imagination of balls. Bloody Nathan in midfield was great. Would not fault anyone in the second half. There's hope for the future. JJ McAleer, sorry. How you doing, JJ? Let's be flat out honest. That's what we're about, JJ. Our team isn't great with talent, but we have some handy players. But I'm sick of playing players out of position. It's becoming a joke. Nathan Collins as I suppose, an inverted sweeper.
It ended up sitting back a lot more than what he did come out of it, but a bit strange, but it worked in the first half. It was 0-0.
Yeah. It worked. Maybe something to look at in the future. It's him playing in front of the back four. Who remembers the sweeper? I said it to Connor. He used to have a position called a sweeper. He looked at me, but he said he played in front of the back four, as opposed to behind the back four. It worked. It all fell apart. John Buckley, Ray Houghton definitely didn't call England "we" in his commentary.
No, he has in the past.
Has he now?
Yeah.
Has he now?
I've heard him say it plenty of times.
Owen Chaffer, unlucky Connor lad. Who's Owen Chaffer?
Someone from England.
David Gibbs, I do not want Stephen fucking Kenny within 100 miles of the men's team. This is all his fucking fault. All of it. 3 years of making friends instead, dressing room, and instilling a losing mentality so he could run up and down the sideline and enjoy a big salary prick. Oh Jesus! I have to
calm down.
Calm down there a bit. I mean, there's 20 minutes. We're probably going to get more. No relation, but I know the family. Fair enough. On the McGuinness. Is Smallbone injured for a long time?
No, I'll be back soon enough.
Fair enough. Kurt, PUFC, Irish Highland. Stop blaming the ref. We are shite. The future has got to be players like Moore and Taylor Ferguson. Fair enough. Ben, he's loving it, Ben. Fair enough. Dave McGuinness, big respect to HH. He's very honest, and he does see what he does in front of him. Sorry, David, I know we're all the emotions are running high here. Kenny made excuses, blamed COVID, blamed injuries, and talked about the ticket sold for the next game, and maybe cried a bit. Very honest and damning from HH, so that's impressed him. Impresses you, David. Okay, fair enough. Paul Mahoney, is Martin actually that good? Always the guys that don't play are the great hopes. I'll finish this off. I think Paul's got a point there, actually. Really hope Lowell can step in next few months. Cullen and Malumbi Knight are hard to replace. I mean, we do kind of do that, don't we? The lads don't get in. Like, we always go, oh my God.
Well, I would say anyone who's been following Rep Tracker for a few years now would know how much I've been raving about Andy Moore for the last couple of years. Obviously, the one thing he's lacking at the moment is a bit of physicality in men's football. But even if you look at his improvement, how he's developed physically since last season at Blackburn compared to this year at Stoke, it's night and day. Like, he's always had the talent. It's just about that thingy and last bit of physicality, but he's an unbelievable player. He's the best player we've produced technically in a long, long time. So we just have to maybe he might struggle physically in some games, but you have to bet him in eventually. It's the same with Boston now. Will Heimer have the balls to start him in March? I don't know. Maybe he mightn't start that well when he comes back at Stoke because he hasn't played in 6-7 months. But when a lad has class about them, and you just hope that them two can develop into the future our midfield, and one or two top quality midfielders can make an unbelievable difference to a football team.
Yeah, no, I definitely look at Wales. Euro 2016. Dean Flood, can we airdrop Coleman in to give these lads a bollock? I'd have Coleman around if he's able to travel. I'd have him around the team.
He's the best captain Ireland have had in a long time.
In a very long time, probably since leadership-wise, probably since Keane.
Probably better because he didn't walk out in his country in the middle of a World Cup.
Oh, wow. Is he wearing a fucking jersey under that shirt?
What?
It's got number 7 on there.
He must be.
Yeah, I think it's Bellingham. Go on, get him, Connor. John Delaney, never mind the loss today. Can we talk about Glaslock Villa draw with Clones? What's that? What's
a local team in Monaghan?
Oh, right. Did they win? What's that?
Well, they just said draw with Clonus.
Is that Ga?
No, it's soccer.
It's what?
Football.
There we go. He's learning. Dave McGuinness, I like a manager who says it as he sees it and says as he sees it and it is actually is and as we all see it, it's refreshing.
Yeah, that's one thing I do agree with David with. He speaks very honestly and he's a great speaker, which we do like to hear.
Graham Farrell says that's a bit harsh, David. Jason Darcy, looking forward. Granny rule solution or problem?
You know, it's just one of them you have to wait and see, isn't it?
Yeah. Did we boo their anthem tonight? Absolutely, yes, we did. We did. Yeah, no, I'm not making funny of yourself first, you, because I don't know what it was like on the telly, so you know the bit of sound sweetening, whatever. But yeah, no, trust me, they booed the fuck out of our anthem, we booed the fuck out of theirs. And Connor didn't know which one to go with. Very confused from that part of the world.
Who has a British passport? Just so the 1,700 people know, one of the two of us has a British passport and one of us doesn't. That's all I have to say.
Hear this fella. Roscoe, the Bosco, 81. That was Ronnie Whelan with the Wii, not Houghton.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So
was Houghton not the main one during the Euros?
I don't fucking know. I didn't
Probably both of us.
watch the Euros except for the final. Graham Farrell, it was roundly booed by them. Got a 10 grand fine. They won't. They will, Graham. They will probably get a 25 grand fine. They got booed. They got fined for booing our one. Dave again, it's not harsh at all, Graham. Fully served and accurate as far as I'm concerned. Jesus, who pissed in Connor's Rice Krispies? He's as hot as his hair. So Jesus.
Well, I'm not as angry as you were the other night. You were fuming the other night.
I wasn't. Was right.
Yeah, you were fuming.
You should have listened to me.
I got a few messages saying, "Why is Dave crazy?"
I was born that way. Yeah, I got a fair bit over that. Oh my God, he's so negative. I guarantee you, right? I was getting slagged for being negative, right? And I guarantee you now, I'm going to be slagged for trying to find the positives in this.
You haven't tried to find a positive.
I have.
What have you said was positive?
I said it was a good first half. I said the food was excellent.
And you were telling me how embarrassing the set of players were for...
Yes, it was an embarrassing collapse. You mean to tell me losing 5-0 to England, 5-0 to anybody, is an embarrassing collapse?
No, it's not, but I'm just saying.
Well,
yeah, right.
And by the way, the food was absolutely amazing.
It was lovely, yeah.
Waddle home. 27 of March 1991 was an incredible night, David. Were you here that night, David, by the way? Archduke 8199. Did the Arsenal fans get held back after the game, lads? I don't know. I don't think they did. They looked like...
Yeah.
But they was... I don't know what's happened there, maybe because they have coaches. But they were probably getting escorts somewhere to a safe part. There were loads of police tonight. Actually, I was telling Conor a story when I was here at Wembley after the terror attacks, and it was the FA Cup final. Chelsea were in it, I remember. Walking down Wembley Way, there was a copper all the way down Wembley Way from Wembley Park, and every second copper was armed with a machine gun.
Yeah.
And that was the day I realised the Met Police have tanks. It was mad. I've never had Chelsea fans so polite. I tell you that. That's what you're going to get here in Lansdowne Roar. Mad shit like that. Ben C again. O'Dowda played all right, but I don't know how Ryan Manning, who starts in the Premier League, isn't starting for us. I think you find he might be after tonight.
I think it was just tactical, more of the style of players. Or Ryan Manning's not as quick, or he can't carry the ball as well as O'Dowda can. I think O'Dowda showed actually in the first half probably why he played over Manning. He did carry the ball well out from back and relieve pressure. He got Madueke yellow card and Bellingham at the same time. So
to be fair to Colin O'Dowda,
well.
I've given him a bit of stick over the last few years, but you know what? Like, all joking aside, I thought he played very well tonight. I thought, in the first half.
Yeah.
Mike Heno, KK, fucking good at how the fuck was that not a penalty? Surely would have changed the dynamic of the game. Good first half, but come on, the ref, moron, gave few minutes. Sorry. Come on, the ref, Andy Moran, great few minutes, solid first half, on to play off. Dave McGuinness, Parrott and Cannon are the ones scoring at the moment. Ferguson isn't delivering enough play to form players. We still seem to be waiting for Ferguson hype to deliver. How long do we wait? Yeah, but I don't think Parrott would have been the guy today, David. He's not big enough.
Ferguson is just better.
I think he is. If he gets to run a games at club level.
Our best option today, or one of our, if we had a second best option to play up front today, would have been Sinclair Armstrong. I know he's not as good in front of goal as the rest of just the other three. But his pace and power scares defenders.
Yeah.
And it would have offered that, because we didn't have an outlet in behind. It was just Festi. It was give the ball to Festi's feet and let him run with it. But Ferguson was just so deep, and he's got an outlet in behind, either is Smodic. So I know Sinclair hasn't really been playing that well lately, but he would have been an option.
Yeah, by the way, there's into like a Risk London WhatsApp group here. Just want Martin's not on this. He's gone out to Cloud. We're going to join him shortly. But someone just mentioned there, Stephen. He has actually appeared on the pod, funny enough. Just want to say a few words on behalf of members. The result didn't go away, but what Martin Prendergast, the club committee, and the staff at Claddering put together this weekend was immense. Every one of them needs a pat on the back from our members here in London and back home, plus our travelling fans. Here, Stephen. By the way, we are going to the Claddering. What a weekend we've had. The result was shit. Someone chatting Keno, was it? The result was absolutely dreadful. But do you know what? What a weekend we've had. Other than that, it's been fantastic. Right, we're going to wrap these up now and get these done hopefully the next 10 minutes. I keep saying that. I think Heimer's a good leader, says Dean Flood. Says how it is in his interviews. Have to imagine it's the same in the change room. Not much of a shout-out, but can't have it all, I guess. Cormac Murray, do you blame Scales in terms of discipline? City first yellow. Is Halgrimson more pragmatic than Kenny? Do you have faith in him for qualifiers? I think I've seen... Look, with Kenny, it looked like it was working for a bit. It wasn't a good first campaign, but, you know, he was changing. He did have a lot of bad luck, and it looked like it was working. Then it didn't. And then it looked like he got found out, and he couldn't adapt. You have to adapt. You have to change, because that's top-level football, right? Top managers go, yeah, this is how you play. We figured you out, and then you have to change. And he didn't until it was way too late. And I think what I've seen under Heimer, okay, it sounds silly we've lost 5-0, but what I've seen with Heimer is... I've seen a progression somewhat. Like, he seems to have fixed them. Now, this is a massive error. Like how he picks those players up. The only good thing is it's a blessing and a curse. They go straight to the clubs so they can cleanse themselves of that. You know,
and that to do say on Kenny. I do have to say, Conor Hourihan and Alan Brown did cost Stephen Kenny a Euros. That's all I have to say.
Fair.
Even though he probably shouldn't have been managing for that game, but he did.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, it's got loud
people talking shit.
Yeah. Ben, would Boston Lawal start over Cullen?
Yeah, well, Boston's on number 6, so he's more of a box-to-box midfielder.
There you go. King Mint, who do you want in the playoffs?
As long as it's not Belarus, because then we actually can't go to the game.
Oh shit! Yeah, we can't, can we?
Because it'll be in a neutral ground, but I don't know if they let fans go. So
fair. Be Poland? No, it wouldn't be Poland, would it?
No, I don't know where they played. Northern Ireland played them somewhere, but there was no fans allowed. But I don't think it was in Belarus.
Hungary, probably somewhere. Yeah, that'd be big shit, actually. Dean Flood, Carsey down there hugging his kids, prick. Come on now, Dean. Come on. Cormac Murray, was Amabamideli injured? Does Manning not deserve a start? Manning, yes, probably. Amabamideli was injured. Patella problem, I believe. I think it's a long-standing issue. Manning definitely should start. Graham Farrell, Jesus, Bulgaria are as bad as we are. We could get Kosovo as well. I'd like to go to Kosovo. Yeah, I want to go to Kosovo.
Yes.
Make it happen, UEFA. Graham Farrell is as bad as the Owen Hand era. Well, he was robbed in 81, to be fair. Graham Farrell, Germany beat us 6-1 in 2013. We never looked like qualifying for that tournament and the end of the depressing Trapattoni era. Daniel Mullen, and we beat Germany 1-0 and qualified for Euro 2016. So
it does turn fast in football.
It does. Mark Fitzpatrick, Hope Orty didn't get a man in the match award. Read the room, lads. I have no idea. I stopped listening. Cam Dunn, how does the qualifier for Euro 2028 work for us, lads?
Well, it doesn't really. We don't really know yet, but we've a higher Nations League ranking than Northern Ireland do anyway. So we should be all right. I wouldn't worry too much about the nation or Euro 2028 yet. It's probably a bit early to look forward to it yet.
Fair enough. Cormac Murray, overall, what's your assessment of the two games, lads? Are we making progress? Any encouraging signs? Is this manager more pragmatic than Kenny and can maybe get results? Or is the jury still out? I think the jury should always still be out. Should always be out.
Especially in international football.
Yeah. I think tonight was a strange one. You go from having a great first half to that. But in a weird way, you can turn around and say, well, we fell apart because we fell down to 10 men. Now, that shouldn't happen. But it's not as if we were playing with 11 men and we fell apart. You know, so you can probably, if you're a manager, you try to spin it, don't you? When you're trying to get your players up, you spin certain things, you know, like you try to make them see, kind of read between the lines, stuff that isn't there. Say, look, lads, you know, we were doing really well, down to 10 men, you know, against a team like this. you try to spin it positively because there's no point in battering your players. Like, what are you going to achieve? These guys are loud fuckers.
Gosh. Oh, fuck it. You're
right. Jimmy Shell, on a different topic, guys. Anything to Pickford orange jersey twice against Ireland and not other games?
Don't know.
Oh, you mean a political statement?
That's what he means. He means orange bastard.
I don't know. What would he be that?
No, I don't know.
That much of a shithouse?
Don't know. Maybe something to do with the colour of the jerseys Ireland's wearing. Is England's home goalkeeper jersey green? Could it be?
Could it be? Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Dave McGuinness, Sammy needs to be played the same way Blackburn Ipswich use him to get the heat out of him. It's time maybe pick a player and build a team around him. Michael Connaughton, it's always darkest before the dawn, lads. Our day will come. Good man. Not public. I'm out. Life's too short. Nothing enjoyable about Irish football the last 15 years. 2016 briefly provided faults. Hope you guys have to be masochistic. To continue with the podcast. I love it. Oh, Jesus. Loads of comments to get through. We're going to try and get through them. Kai Watkins, why did he change formation? 4 at the back would have been better.
What do you think of that?
Huh?
Don't agree with that?
I mean, I don't know really. Would it have been? Listen, you still get the mistake. You still get the penalty. You still go to 10 men. You still collapse. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, that was psychological. It doesn't matter. Moran is a great prospect. Should have been looked at, been called a year ago, and no kick on. Really needs to be included. Technically brilliant. Capped a year ago, typo. Yes, but I remember Kenny did do a dirty on him with the under-21s. Michael Foley, complete shiter. Graham Farrell, I like Joe Hodge. He's another decent midfielder, but nobody seems to want to take a chance on him.
Keeps getting injured. Is his biggest problem.
Stephen O'Rourke, lads, calm down. We're building, and to be fair, it's looking positive. Michael Foley wasn't middle of World Cup, but before it.
Probably replied to something we said, but
yeah. Having Coleman around is important. Need leaders in dressing room and training ground. Says Dave McGuinness. Graham Farrell, Conor calling a soccer. Sort him out, Dave. Oh, don't you worry. I'm going to give him a right fucking clout when we. No. I'll tell you what. He's been a diamond this weekend. He's been a diamond. He's put up with me for more than one day. So. Guys, is this playoff part of a new season ticket? And if so, will it include qualifying games as well?
Yeah, it will.
Fucking professionalism. We were saying how great the Wembley staff and having the fucking Barney behind us. Fuck off. I don't. Yeah, it will be, won't it?
Yeah, it will.
Graham Farrell, David Ballier, lad with a British passport. Fuck off, will you? Don't be listening to him now. Go on. Jimmy Shell, during national anthems, they turned down the volumes due to the booing. Thank you, Jimmy Shell. Yeah, I thought so. It was pretty like the Irish lad. Like it was. Stephen O'Rourke, it looks way better than what we had, and you can see system in place. Management came in late. I wasn't sure about him, but I can see something coming together. Do you know? I think we need a few friendlies. He needs like a summer camp with them. Genuinely, I think he needs a summer camp with them. Michael Foley, test. Yeah, you're here. Great shout, Connor on Sinclair, saying he's just pure power and he scares the opposition. Mark Linan, what's it with Ireland and around the 50-minute mark? It feels at this stage it's almost like clockwork for something to go wrong around the time period. Cormac Murray, Ferguson only coming back from long injury layoff. He has the football brain that a lot of the Irish attacking players don't have.
Which is true.
Yeah.
But he's been back long enough now to be near 100%. Well, obviously not fully sharp in terms of flying form, but he should be the 100% fitness. Like, how long has he been back playing now at this stage?
Yeah. Was this worse in Germany under Trapp when we lost 6-1? That's a good one, you know. I didn't see that game. I can't remember. I think I was out somewhere. I got double booked and I couldn't get out of it. And it had to be something pretty special. I couldn't get out for an Ireland game. So I don't quite remember. Conor wasn't born then.
I was at that game.
Andy
Keogh scored the goal, didn't he, in 90th minute?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty shit too. I think it's just England, isn't it? For us, anyway. The English won't care. They won't care. They don't see a rivalry. Park again. Hello, Conor. Long time no see. Hope you and the family are keeping well. Safe travels.
It's the guy who put the Fessy comment in. I think that's why, because I didn't like his comment. He's saying that.
I mean, mind bring Martin O'Neill back. Oh, geez.
I'd rather not.
Keelan Gormy, give me a shout out, Davey. Good man, Keelan. How are you doing? Sorry. Oh, no, 7 minutes.
Is that not Keelan?
I don't know. I've called him Keelan for the last 5 years and he's never corrected me. Either that's his name or he's too polite to correct me.
Has to be Keelan, surely.
Keelan?
Keelan.
I'm calling you Keelan. Ali, when is the draw? Asks Ali.
Playoff draws next Friday, isn't it? And then the World Cup draws in December.
We'll have to do something for that. Brian Farrell, Azerbaijan, they played Belarus in...
Oh.
Come on, Graham. Give us the answer.
No. It's where Northern Ireland played Belarus. They played them in Azerbaijan.
Sorry, Azerbaijan, they played... But yeah. Sorry, Graham. Sorry.
You better be sorry.
Yes, that British passport's gone to my head. What's the playoff for? It's basically because we finished third in the group. And basically how it works is this time, if you finish third in the group in League 2, whoever finishes second in the group in League 3, they get a chance. It's a promotion relegation. They get a chance to move up. So we're in trouble. Like on this excellent first half, compact, organised, clearly waiting for triggers to press. The second half was unacceptable. That said, there's some hope. If Kane was pulled down like Ferguson, it would be pen. I 100%. I agree with all of that.
Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. Not public. A dentist drills a team to dust. Grinds greens, hopes to powder. 5 goals. Each a root pulled raw. Pride crushed. Fields fall silent. Kids grow cold. The boots lie still. The nettles rise.
Now put that in simple English for the rest of us out there.
Yeah, sorry.
That was a good comment, though.
Actually, yeah, no, very artistic, very eloquently. Our demise, put very eloquently. El Pablo, what's the player for, lads? I'll repeat it again. You probably have just seen it now. Basically, it's because we finished third in the Nations League, and if we finish third in Group B in the Nations League, you play whoever played second in Group C. So it's relegation, promotion, playoff. So we could be, if we get a pisser of a, if we get an absolute shite of a fucking playoff. Is it one leg or 2 legs?
Yeah, 2 legs, home and away.
2 legs. Yeah, fair enough. The throwing in the towel was worrying. What have you seen? You've seen something there that's making you laugh. Oh, I've just seen a comment there. Fair enough. Yeah, I thought maybe I had a mass debate moment.
A wanker. At least under 21s won today. 3-2. That was a good result for them.
Masturbation, very much on the line, on the mind there. McConnell, the throwing in the towel was worrying. However, it was a case of downing tools in frustration after trying their best and doing well in the first half. There's a psychological weakness needing addressing. Yeah, I think you just scratch off the second half. If I'm the manager, I wouldn't go through it. Stephen O'Rourke, look ahead to play against a team like England with a full squad, but when a man down, it's impossible, especially when learning the basics. George Carville, well, Connor, I remember ye in Johnny's arms as a wee young lad. Got walking down the Culverhy Road. Do you know George Carville?
Yeah, but I think that's a fake account.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Stephen O'Rourke, questions are answered from previous management. We can play and we are 100% positive when a team is together and it's looking good for the future. Do you know, I tell you what, I have to say, like, that there is positivity here. And I think the anger now has sort of gone a little bit. You know, we're focusing on the first half here a bit. Honestly, switch it off after the goal as I knew they wouldn't score. Who, England or Ireland? Says G. Stephen O'Rourke, trap was a disaster and a downfall. Johnny, United, great first half. 1-0 to us at half-time. It was a different game in the second half, maybe. How that wasn't given us a penalty was a joke. English fans are sickening, though. Hard pill to swallow. Yeah, not so much the fans. I don't know. But, yeah, definitely a pen. Cormac Murray, Northern Ireland, who we want in the draw, surely.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll get them, to be honest.
Love to visit Windsor Park.
Oh, we wouldn't. It's shite.
Is that why you now support the Republic?
No, I just don't want to drive up the road. I want to go on a away day.
Don't want to drive up the road?
I know it's an away day, you, because you don't live in Ireland, because you're not a proud Irishman. You can fly to Northern Ireland without a passport.
But economic things happened. I had to come over on the Guinness boat. I was so poor I couldn't afford a plane ticket on Aer Lingus. Paul O'Connor, let's not be knee-jerk about this. Sending off and a mad 5 minutes first half was great. A team isn't built in a few months. You know what? I was pissed before I started doing it. I was really fuming, but I'm actually liking the positivity here. You know, it's bad. It is bad, but we're seeing green shoots here. Graham Tucker, any more is absolute class. HH will need time. Jimmy Shell, I must still be pissed from the Shells winning the league as I €25 in Ireland to win tonight. Oh, Jesus, Jimmy, now, come on. There's hopeful and there's just fuck rage. But good man, Jimmy. Congratulations with Shells, by the way. Graham Tucker, Andy Moore is absolutely class. HH will need time. Festy, Manning, and Collins look good. You can see what he's trying to do. That is true. You can see what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
You can see what he's trying to do. Stephen O'Rourke, well done, lads. Great podcast.
Cheers, Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen. Tommy O, there's little point accepting any changes when the players are not there. The management are pony and the FEI are bankrupt. Would any of our lads making this depleted bench? No, aside from maybe the keeper. Stephen O'Rourke, some playoff, Northern Ireland versus Republic of Ireland. Jeff Kane, green shoots, hammered 5-0. Jeff, work with me here, will you? I'm fucking trying. I'm trying. I've got to pick this fellow up here. Graham Farrell, fuck Shells, up the Saints. Good man, Graham. Right. Thank you to the 2,000 people watching us. Or sorry, 1970. 1,000.
At least we got some positives from tonight. Andy Moran's the best player in the world. Festy's class. Ireland's back.
You jinxed Callagher, didn't you?
Why?
Because you said he wasn't the best in the world. Just ship 5.
But he didn't do anything wrong.
No, he didn't, to be fair. John Lewis, Glasslock would whip the shine out of the Ireland team, especially when Jam Pot is starting for Glasslock. I have no idea what is going on. But what I do know is we've just had just under 2,000 fans watching us. Oh, go on. Connor, anyone else we should keep an eye on the other 21s?
Probably Rocco Vata, James Abankwa, or Joe Wankwa, as you like to call him. But Rocco Vata was unbelievable for 21s again today. We could do it a winger like him, takes men on, create something out of nothing. So I expect him, once he starts starting every week for Watford, to be in the Ireland senior squad.
Speaking of Wankwa, girls allowed on the telly. No. Cormac Murray, have a few points, lads, and erase shambles from the memory. Last couple here. Stephen Rourke, look, League of Ireland looks so positive. Get behind it and let's get us going for the future of our team. St. Pat's Atlantic, Argentina. Good first half, second half disastrous. Kelleher's face says it all. It doesn't need. Listen, we are going to leave it there. And yes, definitely on the League of Ireland. Something we're going to probably focus on a bit more next season. Lads, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much. It's goodbye from Wembley Stadium. Tough on the process. A weird one. Just a weird game.
We'll see you tomorrow, lads.
We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be live tomorrow if Martin is
alive.
I mean, we probably won't have Martin. Hopefully we do, but that lad, Martin, has absolutely worked his bollocks off over this weekend. He's been excellent, Martin. He's
had a serious amount of pints to celebrate it, so
yeah.
Mixture of both. Be tiredness and hungoverness.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's had a tough one. He's been brilliant. Like how that boy does, I do not know. But listen, lads, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much. We will be back tonight. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, scan the QR code, head over to our Facebook, Instagram, and our Twitter. And if you want an opinion, head over to lansdowneroar.ie. Give this fella a follow over on Rep Tracker on Twitter. Rep Tracker on Twitter. If you want to find out the green shoots of Irish football, and there are some green shoots, believe it or not, this is the page you're going to find it on. And of course, if you haven't already, do give the YouTube channel a cheeky like as well. We're trying to grow. This is what we do. We go to all the games. I haven't missed a game now. Home or away for 2 years.
Go on.
Telling you now, over 2 years, 2.5 years actually, nearly. Anyway, right, we're going to leave it there. That is London. We're going back to the Claddagh to drown my sorrows in Guinness Zero. Yeah, and if you're wherever you're watching, guys, best of luck and safe home, and God bless. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll be live. We'll have Martin on, and we'll find out a bit more what's going on. Good night. God bless.